YouTube about that at the beginning there. Hi, I am Carol. I am the owner and creator of everything you find at CarolJo's.com, which is an online jewelry and accessory business for women. I do more than just sell the jewelry. I pretty much don't push the jewelry on my social medias, really. What I do here is that we have chat times, which we had earlier today. We had one. We'll have one more later on in the week. We also have what I call what we know as bead sales. We sell all kinds of the bead components of so you can make jewelry. Tomorrow we have a bring back sale. On Wednesday we're going to have a silicone sale. I don't remember what we're doing on, oh, we're doing a tutorial during the day on Thursday. And then Friday at noon, we're going to be doing a charm sale. And then Saturday, we're going to be doing the bead sale. We're not going to be doing our normal bead sale on Friday night this week. So we're moving it to Saturday at 10 a.m. So that is what we've got going on there. I am just waiting for YouTube and TikTok to let everybody know that I am live so that you guys can join me here. So if you are on on TikTok, can you guys please share and like and get us out to the For You? Hey, Melissa. And tonight is a tutorial night because I don't even, oh, there I am. I'm way down at the end. Whoops. Sorry, you got feedback there. All right, thank you for the heart me. I appreciate that. Everybody does the heart finger thing. I can't do it, so I won't be doing that for you, but thank you. Tonight's tutorial is called Simply Stellar Choker Necklace Tutorial. Ooh. So you know hi Ray, if you guys were on earlier during our chat time, I was going and showing you what the new items that I got. And I've already gone through all those silicone beads and sorted them out so we can bring them sometime. I don't know that I'm going to bring the focals on Wednesday night to our silicone sale because I want to get us some of the Halloween prints out and then the new items that I said I would bring. I don't know if I'll have enough time, but I got it all situated. It's ready to go. So whenever I can go. 12 hours. Holy wow, Ray, that's a lot. So this is the simplest one of the three styles that I'm going to show you. This is the one that I did up earlier so that you guys could see what the Simple Stellar choker necklace is. This one is just a round blue glass bead. It is a 4mm size bead. Hi, Deborah. So I'm going to bring that up close so you guys can see. It just has spacer beads that are the daisy spacers in between so many. So I start with the 5 and then I went with 3 sets of 3. Then I did 5, 3 sets of 3, 5, 3 sets of 3, and just went up until I got to my 16 inches. So then after that, I then closed it off with using on one side, we have a 2-inch piece of chain, so that you can extend this between a 16 and an 18-inch necklace. Then I also here on this side did a 6mm split ring. You can see that's a split ring there. And a 12 by 6mm. Oh, that'll be really cool, Ray. I like that idea. So that's what we've got there. Hi, L&L Family Blogs. Thank you for the hot dogs, Melissa. And so I want to give you how you can do these. Oh, well, hello, Ryan from New Zealand. How are you tonight? Well, it might not be night for you right now. It's night in the United States. So you have to tell us, is it day or night there? I'm thinking it's probably day. But what we're going to do is I have 2 options here that we're going to work with. The first one, I grabbed 2 of those beads, the colors of the beads that I showed you earlier today. We've got the blue and the pink, and we're going to create something with these beads. Hi, Gladys. And then I grabbed the black that I showed you earlier, and out of my own collection, I grabbed an orange. So we're going to use those. But on that one, we are also going to add a pumpkin charm. So I want to show you guys how to do it in a couple different ways. I'm doing good, doing good. So you're not that far because we're at like, wait, you're the next day probably. Hi, Rita. Are you on the 15th already? Hold on just a second. Someone is asking for something here. I sell here on TikTok. I don't sell on YouTube. And and that is the supplies. The supplies I sell on TikTok. The actual finished jewelry is on my website. My website is CarolJo's.com. CarolJos.com. So that is where you can buy that. Hi, Lulu. It's going good. So what you're going to need for supplies is some sort of beads that you want to create with. And I think I'm going to add some silver beads in with this one. You'll need bead wire. You'll need 2 inches of the bead chain. Hi, Ashley. I'm going to use my 2mm crimp tubes. I just have a bag of those. For tools, of course, we need the handy dandy bead stopper. We're going to need 2 of the flat nose pliers. We're going to need the crimp pliers. We will need the split ring pliers. I'm like, what the heck are those called? And flush cutters. I also need, and I forgot to say this for the supplies, I am going to need 1 6mm split ring and 1 lobster clasp. So for those of you that are on YouTube, you can, if you like what you're seeing, you can go ahead and follow me. I just do not sell the supplies on YouTube. We do it on TikTok. My TikTok is also the same as my YouTube. It is CarolJo's LLC. The bag made a noise there. And if you are new to me here on TikTok, hi Rainbow. If you like what you see, go ahead and give me a follow. I'm trying to get to, by the end of this month, I didn't put my goal at 9,800. It's a little bit under 9,800, but we're going to slowly get there. My ultimate goal is to get to 10,000 on YouTube, but we'll get there. It doesn't have to be tomorrow. All right. I am going to point you guys down. Hi, Geraldine. Thank you, T, for the follow. That way, you guys will be able to see what I am creating here. I'm also going to grab a ruler so I can measure my my lengths of stuff. So here we go. And just for you guys on YouTube, I am not able to see your comments when I'm pointing down. TikTok, I do have to look at my backup account to see it. And sometimes I don't always look at the backup account when I'm making. Okay. Thank you. I appreciate that, Ray. I had to stop and reread it. And I'm like, oh, thank you. I love supporting everybody. And I know Ray is, I don't know if your orders came in, but she has silicone beads too. So if you like silicone beads also, you can see her. All right. We are going to get our strands of beads out. I want to get some silver beads. I don't know that I want to use the silver daisies in between the beads here, but I think I might want like a 3mm size round. I don't know. We'll look at it first and then go from there. So I'm just going to grab some and put a little bit down, not a lot, on the bead mat and see what we like. Now I'm going to cut off about 22 inches, even though I'm only going to need 16, but you need to do that. There we go. Put that up. Get my bead stopper and put it on the one end here. And to do the bead stopper, you just take the two, I used to call these Mickeys, like the ears. You squish them together, that opens up the wires, and then you just put the wire in between those springs. Now we got to figure out our pattern. So let me open up one of the strands. I'm going to open up both the strands here and figure out my pattern. I create on my mat. Not everybody does that. Some people will create on a bead board. Some people will create on their string. We all create differently. So just whatever your create process is, follow that. Don't follow mine and make it hard on yourself if that's not what you do. I get that one. There we go. Got those open now. And I don't know why today I thought I want the pink to be my prominent color. So I was thinking maybe silver, the 3 pink, a silver, one of the blues, and then the silver. Push that down. I think I might like it. I'm going to repeat that twice before I make my decision. I always try to make my whatever my pattern is twice. I am very symmetrical when I create my jewelry. So you will find I will always do the same pattern over and over again. I have a hard time being asymmetrical. So that is what the pattern will look like. So that I think is what I want. Right now, going into the fall 2025 and winter 2026, we were talking about earlier today that rondelles are very, very popular in it, and that is true. The big thing with the 2025 season is faceted beads, glass beads, are extremely popular. Well, hello. I didn't get you. I'm like, what, Val? Hi, Nikki. I got it now. I got it. It took me a minute. It's going good. My night is going good. Thank you for asking, Nikki. How about yours? I'm like, woo, sorry. Did you just hit your forehead, Val? All right. And you know what? So a lot of you know Val is one of my kids. She's good. She's downstairs playing right now. And anyways, we were having a discussion about how to do better videos over on YouTube. And one of the things that Val said was, you got to tell people to follow you. And I'm like, I always forget. Subscribe and follow. And I'm like, I always forget to do that. I know. Oh, I knew it once I finally looked at it again. But yes. Thank you for sharing that. I appreciate it. Because a lot of people might not know. Sorry, I need my Dr. Pepper. And the other thing, when I do my videos, I don't put my website out there. I'm like, oh, geez. Thank you, Nikki. I appreciate that. And if you guys do follow me on YouTube, from, those of you that are on TikTok, I put all of my live videos out there that I have recorded on YouTube so that you guys can replay it. And then I'm trying to get into doing videos that are only on YouTube, and they might be an extra tutorial or something. Last week we did the Simply Grace necklace tutorial. It is only, I did not do it here on TikTok. I did it on YouTube. And so that's the one that Val watched for me and gave me critiques. I am open to you guys. If you want to give me critiques on how to do better, I'm open for it because that's a whole new world for me. It is literally a new world. Yep, I did one last week. And it was for the kit that we had on Friday night's bead sale.
Where are your beads?
Which ones?
The big bowl.
It's over here.
Oh, I want to scoop it.
Oh, you want to scoop tonight when we get to our giveaway time?
Can you bring it over here?
Honey, just a minute. I'm in the middle of making here.
What are you doing?
I'm doing a tutorial tonight. And guess who's on with me?
Who?
Look at that.
I can't.
Right there.
Oh, I have Val.
Is Auntie Val on?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. What are you going to do with all these other spoons?
I don't know.
Can I have more than one?
I don't know. I haven't decided yet what we're doing with them. Oh, yes, I sure will, Carrie. This pattern is 3 4x3 millimeter pink rondelles. Then 1 3 millimeter silver plated spacer bead, which we just had up for sale recently. Then there is 1 blue 4x3 millimeter rondelle, and then a silver spacer, 3 millimeter silver spacer.
Which flower spoon do you have?
He's doing good. He's fixing my car. He just got it done.
Which spoon are you doing? Which spoon?
This is the one I'm using. Hold on. She's asking me, Buttercup's asking me a question. I'm using this one. You don't like that one?
It's just a lot in the middle. I got a flower and a cherry blossom. What's yours?
I don't know. I just thought it was cool. Hi, Candy. So Miranda is, I'm going to just say Miranda's taking some time right now for herself. So it's not a bad thing. She just needs time for herself. Love her dearly. But so for those, I didn't share the story, I don't think, earlier today. So we drove my Challenger to a family, like a big family get together, and Ryan put the front end into a curb. And so he had to fix my, oh geez, honey, you're getting really close there. You're too close. Look at there. You can't see it. There you go. So these are the spoons I got, you guys, for the bead soup. And
Can you give me the
just a second, because I'm in the middle of this one. Just wait your turn, okay? Can you please do that? All right, I got to measure. I know I'm not anywhere near, but I want to measure to see where we're at, to see how many more patterns I do. So, that's what I wanted, was some really, really cool.
You were talking about your car.
Oh, now I'm going to talk about the spoons. But anyways, I wanted the really, really cool spoons. But anyways, so the bottom part of, like, on the bumper, he had to put that back on.
He broke it.
He broke my car. You have to understand, those that you've been with me know that that is my baby, my dream car.
But she loves me more.
Oh, yes, I do.
And my mommy and Val and Opa.
And Trey and Kennedy.
And Zay.
And
that's it.
Oh, that's it?
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm not going to name everybody.
Okay.
Everybody, yeah. Oh, and Nora.
And Nora. Whoops, I forgot a silver bead there. And so, this one is called our Simply Stellar Choker. And I'm going to show you how you can make it using different patterns. It is a necklace. It's a choker necklace. We have 16 inches of beads on it.
Do you guys want to see my beads too?
I think she's gonna.
Okay, I'm gonna show you guys my new beet soup that I just made.
I'm laughing. I'm just gonna laugh because she's in a mood. That's what she's gonna call her new beet soup. It is my stuffing for packaging.
And I am going. Wait, can people on TikTok or on YouTube buy?
So she.
Mama,
What?
Can people on YouTube buy stuff?
No. So yep. So Ryan had to. I told him. My heart. You guys will understand. My heart and my stomach went down, and when he did it.
It is a necklace.
And then after we got done, I just looked at him and I said, "You got to fix it sooner versus later." And I walked away because I couldn't look at my car anymore because it was gonna make me cry. There we go.
And I already answered join us, so you don't have to.
Well, I answered her earlier though, honey.
No.
Yeah.
You didn't. I didn't hear you. No, you didn't.
Oh, I said a choker. That is a necklace. I think I might be close. No, I'm not. I'm only at 13.5 inches. All right. We're going to keep going here. We're going to keep on going.
I need something from you.
What do you need from me? The beet soup?
Yes, I want to scoop it.
Oh. She is like really jonesing for the new beet soup container. So once we get to 10,000 likes, everybody,
I want it now.
And because we got 15 shares, so we are there with the shares. We just got to get to the 10K on the likes.
How many do we have?
Then we have 3,300. So we need 6,700. And then we will get our new bead soup thing out. And I know you do, but can you wait just a minute? Because I want to get this done.
How much longer do you think it's going to be?
Because then I can put away this tray and you can just sit it right here, okay?
I was going to put it right
She is funny. I love her dearly. We call her Buttercup. Let's try to get that one there.
Oh, look how. Okay.
I know.
Wasn't it way bigger before?
Mm-hmm. I think we're getting close. We're right at 16. Whoop, whoop. All right. So this is the necklace, everybody. What?
Beet soup.
I know that.
Your necklace, so it's.
She wants the beet soup. But you can't make it really noisy for me, okay?
Okay, girl, I've done this for a long time, since I was like 6.
Oh, that's a long time.
I know, right?
That would be 3 years, everybody.
Well, it's probably since I was 5, but it was since I was 5.
Okay, hold on. I'm going to show you guys what she's wanting right now, too.
I want to. Wait, don't show them. I want it to be a surprise.
They've seen it already. Some of them have seen it.
I don't want to spoon in it.
There. Now she's... No, don't. Just leave it right here. I don't want you going away with it, okay?
I need to move these boxes then.
All right. Okay. I'm going to get these beads out of the way. She is 9 years old. Going on, I think, about 13.
No, what?
You act sometimes like a 13, like you're older than you are.
Because I am.
And then what I'm going to do next, I'm going to...
9 physically, but 12 mentally.
Oh. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to get some of my stuff prepped here. And that is, I need a 2-inch extender of the chain. So you just take the chain, measure to 2 inches. If it has a...
Why is this bag in here? Why is it not empty?
It was an example one, so you don't need to interrupt though.
Can I?
No. So anyways, what I was trying to say is that if you have a non-soldered chain, if you use 2 of your chain nose pliers, you can open up the opening on that chain just like a jump ring. And that is one of the pliers towards you and one away from you.
What they say.
Look at what Val wrote. Hey, B.
You should. Yes, I should.
Yeah. You would have one very upset Oma.
Yeah,
And
you
then,
know what? I thought she did that before she went on live, but she
Yeah.
dropped over scissors. That could have killed me.
So there we go. I've gotten it back together by going the opposite way. Now, because of my sight thing going on, I want to double check that I got that correct. So just give me a moment to double check and feel that. Yes, that is. Okay. I'm waiting impatiently for my glasses.
How much longer do we have?
I don't know. Sometime this week. Take your chain or the split ring pliers and your split ring and open up your split ring and put your lobster clasp on there.
God, survive.
Yeah, no, because you're too far away for me to get upset with you. And then put that split ring on there. Now, next step will be to get 2 of the crimp tubes. I use sterling silver crimp tubes. They are 2mm tubes that are crimp tubes. You want to use sterling silver on crimp tubes. Do not use silver plated. Silver plated's base metal is normally brass. Brass does not harden very well. The sterling silver does, and it will adhere to the wires and keep your wires from moving. The brass doesn't adhere, and it's a little bit loose, and so you will lose your design. So that is the one thing I will say when we're working with the bead wire is use the sterling silver crimp tubes. Woohoo! I don't mind. I love my eye doctor. So we put on.
She does. On the person on YouTube, she does.
She has one too. And so I'm going to put my crimp tube on. I'm going to take that split ring and put that in through on the wire.
Who has no appointment?
Rainbow.
I know, but I was talking about the person on YouTube.
Oh, YouTube?
They asked if you do it online.
Yes. Yep, I already answered them a long time ago, honey. The crimp tubes, I do not, because anything with sterling silver, the market price fluctuates so bad that I just don't feel comfortable buying sterling silver. I used to have a link on, hold on just a second. You're really noisy. You can get one out, but can you be quiet? Okay.
I don't like food.
Okay. I'm live. I don't eat when I'm live. Holy buckets. Anyways, so that's why I don't sell them. But there's a link, and I can get that for you, Rainbow, too, if it's not out there anymore. All right. So we have our 6mm split ring there. We're going to go back through our crimp tube the opposite way that we did before so that you create a loop like that. We don't want that big of a loop. Bring your crimp tube down closer to your split ring and allow it to dangle with minimal room in there. Like this is a great place to have it. I'm trying to get it to focus. Then you take your crimp pliers. Your crimp pliers has 2 ovals on it. The back oval is the one that we're going to do first. And I just line that back oval up and crimp down. And I call this the open hot dog bun. I don't know if I can get it to focus as well. It is like a hot dog bun where it's open and it's got that U shape in there. And that's what we did. I turned the open side of the hot dog bun away from me and use the first oval here to bring those 2 sides together, and that creates our crimp. I have this in a better angle on YouTube, and it is just there out there with how to do a crimp tube. So if you want to see that at a different angle where it focuses better. So I did, if you noticed, I take my thumbnail and my index finger and I take and try to pull on that to see if that's holding, and it is. Now we have a little bit of a wire. What you do with that is you restring the beads down that wire and cover it up. Like so. Now I've got it all covered up. You can't see it. Bring my other side down And if you notice, all the extra space is taken out, but I just felt that wire, so I want to back that up just a little bit and get that wire covered in there. There we go.
I heard you talking about me. What were you saying?
I didn't say anything about you.
I heard buttercup.
I'm sorry, I don't know what it was. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take our other crimp tube, that chain that we were using for the extender. The reason why I'm making my extenders is because I sold all of the extenders I had.
Hey Val, I got a dragon.
And so then we've got the tube. We're going to go back through the tube and at least try to go through at least 2 beads if you can. I'm going to go through all the way to the blue bead here. If you notice, here's my loop, and then there's where my wire is coming out. Grab that wire and pull.
Can I show Val my dragon?
Okay, she's going to show Val her dragon, and then I'll finish this up. All right. Now, you want to hold, I hold my crimp tube with my index finger on my left hand and get all the extra out so it's up here. And I take my right hand and I pull it down, trying to get that as close as possible. And that worked beautifully. So once again, I have just a little bit of space in there to allow that to dangle and not be so tight. And then we're going to crimp that together. The back oval first, turn it sideways, and the front oval second. And that will get you your crimp. And it is done. Now, you have this extra wire sitting here. We don't want to keep that on. So what I do is, if you notice, I will take, I'm trying to get this so you guys can see, and there is my bead and the wire. I'm going to use my flush cutters, and whoops, that's not my flush cutters. That was my split ring pliers, and get into that wire that I'm going to cut using the flat side of the bead and my cutter, and cut that off. Do not cut the other wire or you're going to be restringing.
What does it mean by that? Because I see people do it and I don't know what it means. And it confuses the heck out of me.
Well, she wants to know what the "wah" means. It's just an expression.
No, what the...
The gifting? When people give gifts or if they comment, they get gifter bags or gifter badges.
Oh, because I see that all the time and it don't make sense.
That's what it is. Sorry, it wasn't you, Val. I thought she was pointing to. It was something else. So there is that one with a different pattern than the original one that I showed you guys.
How are they chokers?
Because they're chokers, they come up here on us.
Oh, that's not a choker.
Huh?
That's not a choker.
Yes, it is.
How'd you like?
No, it doesn't. Would you stop arguing with me, please? All right, so that is the first example. I'm going to bring this up so you guys can see it better. So I'm going to bring the cameras up. All right. There it is. I need to use my little thingy on this and clean it up. He's got some dirt on him. So that was this is the first one. This one's just a very simple one. And then this is a little bit of more beads in a different pattern. So that's why I want you guys to look at what you can do for different things for different patterns and make it your own. Now, our third one, because I'm going to make 2 of them on the live tonight so that you guys can see what the second one is going to be. All right. I love it. To me, that's summery. Let me see. I'm going to put it on with this shirt and just see. I wanted to do that. I know, and I shouldn't give it a... Oh, geez. It doesn't show up very well on my skin. There. That's not quite as small as it can go. It can go to there. But there you go. So Buttercup thinks a choker has to be up here to be a choker. And I was taught chokers could be to here. So that's where we were like butting our heads a little bit, weren't we? Okay. So that's that one. Second one, I'm going fall now, because this necklace can be spring, summer, fall, winter. And it is actually one of our winter layered looks, is having that style of a necklace. But you can make them with the winter colors. Oh, I don't like it. So we'll let her be. She's out. She got cranky with me, but that's okay. She's been with me all day, and I have her all day tomorrow. And that's what happens. We get short with each other, and what? Yeah, see, I can't handle them like that. Ugh. Yep, it really is. Thank you, Ashley. That's what I think. I did have somebody talk to me once at one of my booths about 6 years ago, and I will never forget. This will never leave my mind, and it makes you stop and think about making sure that you do not have all your necklaces up here, even an 18-inch. Someone was in a DA situation, and she couldn't wear necklaces up here. Yep. Hi, Darcy. I was gonna say, I do sell them here. I will be selling the 2 beads that I just showed with the pink and the blue on Saturday morning at 10 a.m. Central Time. I like that, Rosie, and I might have to have that philosophy. So sometimes it's just okay, I'm like, okay, we can be upset with each other. It's life. You don't have to be happy 24/7 with everybody. You're family and you're allowed to. But I like that. Oh, that's okay. You're new, I believe. That's why it's okay to ask the questions. Very okay. So, but you know what? I will tell you, we had this discussion earlier on my live that I did that was a chat time live. And that is, yep, I teach. So what I do is earlier today, thank you, Joya. Earlier today we had chat time where you come in and ask all types of questions that you want about jewelry making and that type of thing. Then tonight here we have a tutorial where I will teach you how to make jewelry, and then we have bead sales throughout the week. And that's where you can buy some of the items that I've shown here. I don't sell everything that I show, like the crimp tubes that we were talking about. I don't sell those, but a lot of the things I will, but it'll be different times throughout the week or different weeks, that type of thing. So like here on this one, that silver bead here, I had that one last week. I think it was. So that's why I do not sell the crimp tubes. That's one thing I don't sell. And so I was just, you're asking the perfect questions. I buy them on Amazon, and I'll get you the link, Rainbow. I'll have to send it to you in an email, okay? If you go to my profile where all my videos are at, the pinned video is my week's live schedule. Also on YouTube, I have all of the live videos out there so you can watch prior tutorials. I keep looking for the lollipop crimps, Joya, but I cannot get them at a price point that is anywhere near what you could get them from. I know I shouldn't say the A word, the Zon. I know we're supposed to use. But yes, you can get them. I've been trying and I cannot get them any less. And it stinks, and I saw it. All right. So the second necklace is going to be a fall themed one. It's going to be 3mm black. It's a 3x2mm black rondelle. Why could that word just went out of my head? and a 4x3mm orange rondelle. And then I'm going to be adding to it a pumpkin charm. So we're going to put a charm on this one. And to do the charm, I'm going to use, you can use a jump ring if you want. I don't use jump rings as often on my necklaces and such because they fall off so easily. Those charms, that pumpkin charm, I will have up for sale on Friday. I just got those in. So we're going to open up this jump ring here. I need to go back a little bit so we have some room there. If you notice, we have a little bit of room right here with my crimp pliers. We're going to put this charm on there. There we go. And then we're going to spin it around. Hi, Craft 167. I got your message this morning. It wasn't displaying. You're fine. I just got a reply to you. I was going to email you, okay? So that is how you can make it into, so you can put it on the necklace. All right. So what we're going to do is, and I don't know what kind of pattern I want. I just know I want black and orange. I don't even know if I want silver beads in it or not. I don't know. Maybe I'll do 5 black. And then orange. I should point you guys back down. Let me point you down in just a second here. Yep, I think I know what I want to do. Let me get my bag down. There we go. Let me get you so you guys can see what I'm doing. There we go. I don't know if I want beige space. I don't know. Hold on. I'm going to show you what I was thinking. If I can get it on there. 2, 3, 4, 5. Something like that. So what I have here is 5 of the 3x2mm size bead in black, 1 4x3mm in orange, 1 of the black, 1 orange, 1 black, 1 orange, and then 5 of the black again. So I think that's what I'm going to do. When I get to 8 inches, and we could even make this one a 14, and that one would be more choker style. So I can do that. So there's 2 orange, 3 orange going on, and now I'm going to do 5 black. So that means at 7 inches, we'll put on our charm. So this is what 2 of it looks like. And you can even do this without putting the charm on. You can put any combinations. You don't always know, Darcy. Hi, Kelly. What happens is sometimes I will take like this part of it and I will measure and I'll be like, okay, that is 1 1/8. And if I multiply that, I can't do 7 because I would be over my 7-inch mark for what I'm looking for. And so then I will do, I'll go 6 and then we'll see where we're at. And hopefully that works. If it doesn't, we can always put like an orange and a black at the end to give us to our link. Our length, not link. All right, we got our 3 orange. Now I need my 5 black. But it might not be. This one won't be for me, though. That's the thing. If I sell it, it's not for me. I like that. And it's so funny because, okay, so talk about algebra. One of the questions I seriously was always getting in when I was in algebra was the whole like calculating out interest on stuff. And for, let me see. It wasn't quite, it was close to 20 years. The finance industry was my life. And I used algebra a lot. Oh, Val, I love you. You're my little math kid. And really, you're my science kid. I was just telling somebody about your AP Physics. The other day. It was actually Ryan's auntie. Oh, how many do I have here? I got to count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold it. I might have to stop for a second here. Measure. I almost forgot to measure. I was just going on. It is a perfect 7 inches. Yay! I'll put this on and watch. It will go over our beads. Nope, it will not. Now, we have to decide at this point, everybody, do we want it to be asymmetrical from here and we go back up, or do we continue our pattern? And in my opinion, this is my opinion only, it will look really odd if we went and did the black pattern. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a black bead so that we have a black bead in between our 2 orange, because it will go over the top of it. And I'm going to do 3 oranges back up, and we're going to go to the up way. Does that make sense? So I'll show you here as soon as I get it on the wire what I am talking about. Thanks. Hi, Mia. I have not seen Paige yet. So right here, we have 2 of that 3 orange beads, but we put a black in between so we didn't have 2 oranges right next to each other. So we went orange, black, orange, black, orange. And on this side, if you look at it, orange, black, orange. To keep these so we didn't have 2 oranges together, I put a black bead in the center. Oh, you are there, Paige. Okay, now we're going to put 5 black beads and work our way up. Did that help showing you there, Rainbow? Okay. So when you look at it from the aspect of if this was in the middle where it's supposed to be, it will be going this way, and I need to work my way back up. So I got the 5 black beads. Now I need to do an orange, black, orange, black, orange. Get that combination going here. Ah! I want to learn how to do that. We were just talking about that on Saturday. One of Ryan's cousins makes it. All right, here is 5 of the black. The charm will move because of the 6 millimeters bigger than the beads. So it will not stay. If I used a smaller than a 6 millimeter, it probably would. But I don't know that I want to use a smaller one because, here, I'm going to put, I don't have another bead stopper here. Darn. Because what will happen is if I put it on a smaller one, it won't hang down and you will not see that pumpkin as well because of the size of the pumpkin. So you have to like think about the size of your charm and how far down it will hang. I know we're getting so close so we can do it. And we'll have Buttercup come back in here so she can do the scoop. She really wants to do the scoop, you guys, for that. So, and that's one thing I didn't explain about why I was using the size I was using. If I would go with like a 4 millimeter size split ring, it will be up in the beads pretty much, and you won't see that hanging down. Hi, Maria. I have 2. Here is the 3rd one of that orange set of 3. Okay, I need 5 black. Yep, and that's the reason why it moves. When we put him on the mannequin, I keep saying him and I need to stop. Val even said that earlier. When we put the necklace on the mannequin neck, you're going to see that it will move, but it'll be more symmetrical, if that makes sense. Yep. Hi, Heidi. There. So we got 1, 2, 3. This is number 4. Putting the beads on is going to take the longest time, everybody. And it even is an easy pattern. But I kid you not, I am so excited. When Buttercup told you I was excited, I love my eye doctor. I'm so excited to get these new glasses so I can see to do beading better. There we go. There we go. Now we need 5 of the black. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This may be our last one. Let me get those over there. So we have our orange. Then black, orange, black, orange, 5 black. And if you guys are noticing, I actually, hi Callie girl. Yep, it is a 3 millimeter size bead. And I'm trying to keep the blacks when I do the 5 all together so that I can try to just have to do that through there once, like that. Let me see if we have 14 inches. And we are at exactly 14 inches, everybody. So if we bring that down to the center area, it'll be like this. Okay, now we can do it as like we were talking with the choker, 2 inches of chain. I don't know that I want to go longer than a 2-inch extender. So I got my 2 inches of chain. I'm going to prep that first here. I'm going to open up that link because this is unsoldered. If it is soldered chain, you just cut the link. I got to remeasure because I lost my spot. You would cut the link above the 2 inches so that you had 2 inches of the length of chain. I keep saying link instead of length. Okay, so open it up, take it off, close it up. You open it by coming 1 plier towards you and 1 away from you. There we go. Nope. Nope, you just thread it. You don't use a needle for this. The wire is kind of like the needle. We're going to take our split ring, open it up, and put our lobster clasp on it. Whoop, I didn't get it on there. And we are at 11K. So before we're going to do the crimping, I'm going to see if I can get little Miss Buttercup up here because she really wants to, I think, do the scoop. So let me see if I can go get her, okay? And hopefully I didn't hurt her feelings completely and we'll make it up to her. Buttercup. Hey, Buttercup. Hey, Bee. She's coming. I gotta get the scale for her too. Okay. You just can't be on camera there. We're gonna move it up, honey. Let me sit here. I'll move up the cameras to make it easier. Hold on, we'll bring them over. We gotta do this. Okay.
Are you done now? With your whole entire life?
Oops.
Almost.
Almost. I just gotta finish it up, okay? So, I just have to say, I'm sorry I didn't mean to hurt your feelings, okay? You look like I hurt your feelings earlier. All right, we gotta do the color.
I want to pick it.
Don't say it very loud. Okay. All right. And both YouTube and TikTok can guess this color. She's so excited.
Queen plum.
Okay, I've got to change it to grams.
I already know what my hand's gonna be.
0.
I'm never gonna do pink. I never do pink.
We're getting the bag ready.
I don't do pink, and I don't think I didn't think of Buttercup.
You can give him a clue now if you want to, because she's excited to do this.
Nope, I don't want to.
Okay, what are you going to do with the clue?
When I get to 45.
Okay. So just to show you guys, this is how much we have left of that strand of black with this necklace.
It is the shade of my kitten. And there's multiple shades, so you're gonna have to guess which one.
It's not pink. We already know that. Ah, someone's got it.
Actually,
Yeah, see, somebody got it. Should we hit it?
I want to.
Okay. Kelly with love, you are the winner.
It's actually her name.
Her Stuffy's name is Plum, and that's the color she picked.
Okay,
Now, hold
Plum,
on.
you gotta scoop it.
Okay, hold on. We're gonna bring it over here on camera.
Goodness,
Okay, so Plum was the color.
I see so many pretty beads. And
All
that's
right,
exactly where I'm going.
bring that. Hold on, I gotta get this so I don't. All right. Okay. I'm gonna bring out down TikTok. Congratulations, Kelly. Bring it right there. I'm gonna move the tools. All right, here she goes. She's gonna scoop it in the bag.
I gotta get the pretty one. No, I lost the pretty one. No!
We can just put it in the bag.
I'm making sure you get the pretty scoop upper. Oopsies. And then I went, hey, no. That's an ugly blue bead.
It's a turquoise.
Starfish. I'm making yours very summery. What the?
They got magnetic ones on there.
You got
magnetic.
green magnetic.
Make the hem. That was Val's favorite bead growing up.
Is she still on?
Yeah.
So
All
I
right.
need to do one more.
Yes, you got to do a little bit more. We need 7 more grams.
How many are? How?
You got 18 in there. We need 17. Or we need 25, remember? She's picking through now. Oh, you got to watch your noggin in there. There you go. All right. Let's see. Put those in there. Whoop.
No!
Shh. We don't need it. And we are at... Oh, we need 3 more grams.
Paw print, because Plum is feeling generous.
Do a couple more.
Another pineapple.
The hot dog looking bead. Where's that one at?
Alma.
Oh, that one? It's an acrylic bead. It's her pajamas. She's got butterfly pajamas. Let's see where we're at. We're at 25 and a half, so perfect. All right. I need to write Kelly's name on this so I know to put it in her basket. I'll mail that out with your order, Kelly, okay? All right. Perfect. All right.
This is giving summer.
Yep. All right. I got to
darn
move
it.
these. I got to move these.
Okay.
Okay. Are you going to keep that one? Or are you going to put it back in there? Thank you.
Wait, you're forgetting something.
My spoon. Now, can you... Oh, you can go take this over there.
Which one do I go on?
I don't know what it's wanting to do right now. We might have to turn it off and turn it back on. It's being silly right now. So I don't know if you're going to be able to weigh her. Okay? Because I can't get it to shut off. Can you go plug it in?
Mm-hmm.
The plug-in's on the back side and the plug-in's right over there. All right. Oh, thank you, Kelly. She said it's perfect. Thank you. All right. So those are, I was going to tell you, Miss Joya, that is Buttercup's, I think, her favorite pair of pajamas. And anytime they have pajama day at school, she has been wearing those pajamas.
It's only like once.
No, you've worn them at least 3 times.
Twice.
I was thinking it was 3 times.
Latchkey.
Oh, yeah. One of them was latchkey. All right, let's get, I want that little thingy to go down, the charm. There we go. Now, we are on to finishing our necklace. We're going to go back to the necklace. Let me get you guys bent down just a little bit more. Is that better there? Yeah, there we go. I need 2 of my crimp tubes again. I had fun making that bead soup because I got to clean my bead room.
Do I gotta like hold it? Do I have to hold this down?
I wasn't, do you see, did you plug it in?
Yes.
Now hold it down. Yes. Okay.
How much longer? Like a while?
I don't know. We might have to do that after I get off the live because I don't know why it was getting stuck at that. See if you hit the button to the right of it. Yep. Did it go? All right. So we have our wire. Can you guys see?
Bye.
Okay, bye.
Do you have any more magnetic ones? You have magnet ones.
Yep.
Okay, bye-bye.
Okay.
Can I keep these?
Yes, you can. Can I finish my live now, please?
Val, I got magnet ones.
So put the crimp tube on. Put half of your closure. This side, I am going to do my extender over the top of the extender and back through my tube the opposite way that you went through it the first time. Well, I must not have gotten that. Nope, I did not get that closed very well, and that's what happens. I can't wait for my glasses, everybody. The other night we had to do this, and I had to have my eye closed. My distance eye. And that's the eye that I am getting my lens for. There we go. Okay, let's take that crimp tube off. There we go. We got our crimp tube. We are going to put our chain back on and go back around. There we go. Need to learn how to do the crimp tubes. So there we have our crimp tube on. I'm trying to get this there we go. You see how you just have a little bit of the loop here? You want just a little bit that this is going to dangle. You don't want it up there so close that this is touching it, because then what happens is as you wear it, you're going to cut your wire. We did have this last week, those wire guards. So what you do is you put your crimp tube on, the wire guard goes around this and then back through. So it's on, it protects this piece of wire is what it does. Yeah, right. Yeah, no. You grab your crimp pliers, and if you notice, there are two ovals. This back one here, right here, is the first one that you're going to go through, and then the second time you're going to use this front one. So over here on YouTube, this is the first one that you're going to use, and this is the second one. What you do is you just line that up inside of here and then smush it down. I used to have a bead store in Sioux Falls in South Dakota that I learned it from. That's how, and then I started watching videos and all kinds of things just to do more. And so then that creates like an open hot dog bun. You have a divot in the middle of it. You're going to turn so that open side is away from you and put your pliers on there. And then you're going to crimp this down. And I'm not on this the right way. There we go. Got to turn it. There we go. And then you just crimp it down. If you hear a little click in there, that means that it moved and redo it again. And I pulled it off because I pulled on the wire. Let me open up the wire and put it back on. That was me just being a brute. Instead of pulling on that, I pulled on the wire. Yep, I have tons of books. They used to do lots of magazine publications. Lots of time. I've been making jewelry for 20 years. You have to understand, Val just had her 24th birthday. Started making jewelry when she was 4 years old. This whole entire jewelry thing is like what she grew up with. Coming and doing shows with me. I kid you not. I didn't have her come with me to shows until she was probably more like 8 years old. But yep, grew up living the jewelry, making the jewelry. No, I actually, so the bead store that I learned from was owned by a couple named Rosemary and Cecil. And Cecil actually taught me how to make my first thing ever, which was a stretch bracelet. Rosemary taught me how to make the dangles that you use for a lot of things. And then Craig was the manager, and he taught me some stuff too. And then I taught myself a lot, and then I started working at the bead store, teaching classes and selling beads and stuff. And I worked there for probably about 2 years. I owned my own bead jewelry business where I would go to do shows, and that I started 19 years ago in this month. Yeah, it's not the same. So then we have our crimp tube. I did put that one on this side. Take this end and put it through that split ring, and then go back through our crimp tube. And this is really hard because my fingers are in the way all the time. You go back through that crimp tube and back through the beads. The reason why I don't want to move my fingers is because I don't have any space until I did that. Hold on, let me get this back down. When I'm doing this, I hold my crimp tube with my fingernail and bring it through, and I hold my beads with my index finger and my thumb. And the reason being is that I want to keep my beads down there and not create so much extra room. Yeah, I did. Yep. And it was also my fun hobby that got me to do something I love too. So then I only went through 2 beads on this side, but if you look at this whole thing, I don't want to let it go because sometimes it'll weigh itself down and it'll pull itself. But that is how you get that so that you don't have any extra wire in here. Also, it is here. Let me see if it gets, yep, you guys can see it. It allows this to dangle. Grab your crimp pliers. Yep, it's all about keeping it tight, and that's why it's hard. Yep. And then there, I crimped it just like I did the other side. I have my little wire. I'm going to get my scissors, and I'm going to cut it off. And then you cut it off, and then throw away your piece of wire. Yeah, there was, I would say, I did the shows from 2007 until 2013. And November of 2013 was my last in-person show. Oops, I want it right there. I only had 2 shows in that entire time where I didn't have a profit. All right, I put that one on the mannequin. Yep. So when you're first doing this for the crimping and learning how to crimp, do it on a piece of wire without beads on it. Thank you, sweetheart strings, for the heart me. That way you can get used to how to maneuver the pliers. And then once you're done doing that, then do a necklace or a bracelet. But there that one is. And you see how in here we have that black bead. I have it sitting on the black bead. And it's covering it up. So it looks like you have 2 orange next to each other, but you really don't. So there. But this one's a shorter one. So I'm going to show you, and this is going to look me. I can tell you right now, it's going to look me. It's going to be too tight on me because I don't like the tightness. Because I can't even do 14. Ugh. Well, I could. I can make it a little bit tighter. But there. Okay, that's the choker. Okay, I'll show you here. Hold on. Let me get it off. I don't like them this tight. All right. It is right there. So they're asking where the seam is at. It's right there. If you notice, I'm not doing this from a facing down where you would actually see what it looks like. I'm doing it trying to face it towards you when I do it my lives this way. I cannot do the lives facing down when I am both on YouTube and TikTok. So that's why when I'm doing the lives here, it's a little bit different than what you're going to actually see. So what I do have out, and it is probably over a year old, so you'll have to like scroll through all of the YouTubes to find it. But there is a video of me doing it this way. Yep. So that is why I really suggest to go find that. And if I could figure out how to pin that somewhere for you guys. I can't do links here on TikTok unless I put it in my list of things and put that video specifically out there. But when you do it that way, oh, thank you. When you look at it from the down, then you're going to see what I talk about with the open hot dog bun, where you're going to see that you will really see that U shape. And then when you turn it, you push it together and then you get that seam that you just saw. Okay, so this is honestly how I learned. It's not the right way. And so then I will tell you what I should have done. I learned stretch first, which I will say, learn to make a stretch bracelet first. We actually just did a tutorial last week, and it is called the Harvest Stack Bracelets. And that is something that you will do. When you're learning each technique, learn to do it in multiples. So like a stack of the bracelets like that is a great way to learn it. And the reason being is that you're going to use that technique 3 times to create 3 bracelets. And so it gets to be repetitive. Then the next thing that I would suggest learning is this style where you have the wire and you're doing the crimp tubes. And that's the next thing. The third thing is what I call, like, there is a tutorial out there called earring or dangle earrings. And that technique, learn third. But when you go to do that one, make 5 pairs of earrings when you go to do it. Don't make just 1 pair, get frustrated. Try it on 5 pairs of earrings. Take a piece of craft wire, practice making that loop, and then wrapping the wire around the head or around the wire to create that barber pole effect. If you watch that video, you'll understand when I say the words, the barber pole effect. And so it's wrapping it around in an angle that angles down slightly like a barber pole. You know how you have like the red and the white? They're not straight, they're at an angle. And that's what you need to do with that technique. That's why I call it the barber pole. I will tell you how I learned to do it. I learned stretchy bracelet. Then I went to make the cha-cha bracelet. So those of you that have been around know I don't have a cha-cha in here. The cha-cha bracelet is where you do that dangle that I just talked about, but you do it, I'm going to say, on steroids. You're making anywhere from 50 to 150 dangles to put on a bracelet. And I actually did, in my first cha-cha bracelet, I had over 100. It took me forever to get that one finished. And when I say forever, it took me about a week. I don't take a week to make anything. And Val remembers them. And that was my second thing that I learned how to make. And it was funny because when I sat down to sign up for the class, they didn't ask me if I'd learned it before. And when I went to sit down with Rosemary to learn it, she's like, "You don't know how?" And I'm like, "Nope." And she's like, "Okay." So when she went to teach it to me, yes, they are. When she went to teach it to me, she sat across from me. So when you see me doing it, I do it like a left-handed person would do it. We do it, Val. We do it. Because they're cool. So yes, that was the second thing I learned. You just got to upgrade the beads. That's what you got to do. Because when I learned how to make it, it was not with the faceted beads. It was not. Yes, that's where you put a pin head in each bead and put it on the chain. Yes, a head pin. Yes, that's what I meant. Head pin, not pin head. Head pin. And then I learned how to do what I just did tonight. So I learned it a little bit different. And then I learned how to do some macrame. I am not proficient in macrame, and that's something that I want to learn. I do beaded rings, which I don't know. Here, I'll show you what it's a wire wrap beaded ring. And there is a video on YouTube for that. This was the hardest class for me to ever teach. And these are the beaded rings. They look like that. It literally, I am not. Whoops. A couple of things fell off on my shelf because I moved things around. It was just the wristlets. So anyways, so then I learned how to do that. Self-taught myself with your guys' help how to do wristlets. And the phone grippers. Memory wire is another one that's really easy to do. Memory wire is using like a slinky-like memory wire. It's stainless steel, and you just put the beads on, and you just have to either put memory wire bead cap here, or you can just loop it like this, and then you create bracelets with that. So those are some of the things. We teach all kinds of things here. We don't just stick with just 100% jewelry. We do accessories. We use different types of beads. We do lots of different things here. And it's just to be able to figure out and find something that you like to make and make it your own. So that's a little bit of background with me and how I did it all too. So tomorrow I will only be on during the day. I have board of directors meeting tomorrow night. So with that, and we have some things that we're going to go longer with tomorrow. So I didn't want to put something on the schedule and then not let it happen. But if we get out early, this is a but, if we get out and I get home before 8 o'clock, I may go live. And it may be a chat. I don't think it'll be a tutorial because I don't have an idea for a tutorial, like just to whip up really quick. Or it might be the silicone focals. You can turn on notifications on YouTube. If you go down here, I'll show you here. Let me grab my tablet. So if you go to the CJS logo right here, and then, I didn't touch it. Let me touch it. There you go. You will get a little box that comes up. And down here, you see that little bell. If you touch the bell, you can get it and turn it on to all. Anytime I have like a video or anything, you're going to get notified. And I just turned it on for myself on my backup account. Maybe. It all depends on if I get out of my board of directors meeting tomorrow night. Tomorrow during the day, yes, at 2 p.m., we will have bring back sale. I didn't know how else to do it. How else would you have said it, dude? I love ya. I struggle bussing today. It was a lot of yellow at you guys. At least for me, because I have 2 yellow shirts here, and then I had that reflecting off, and I was like, oh my Lord, that was a lot of yellow. But that's how you can get there. Tomorrow at noon, we have bring back items, which is items that are probably, these are going to be over 6 months old that didn't sell out and we're bringing them back. Some of them will have small quantities, some will have large, but we will have about 15 to 20 items at 2 o'clock tomorrow, and that's Central Time. And then tomorrow night, if my board of directors meeting gets done early, I will come on with either a chat or with the the silicone beads. And the silicone beads that I will have will be the focals. So I'm just going to grab this here. So this is an example of the focal. There's all different kinds. That's not one of them that's in there, but we have a bag of those because I got that sorted out already. And then, but that's if I get out of my meeting. I'm not going to guarantee that I'm going to be live at 8 p.m. That's why it's not on the calendar. So what I'm going to say is, even if you've been with me for a while, well, they said right now what TikTok is doing is that they only go down the list of people who are following me so far. So if you unfollow and refollow, then you should be able to, and then turn notifications on, then you will be notified of when I go live. And the more people I get, the further those go down, and you don't always get notified. So, sorry. It's not me, it's TikTok. So we'll have that, and then Wednesday, I got to remember what Wednesday is. Let me go look at the thing. Let me go look. I don't have it memorized, so sorry. Let's see, Wednesday. I have both my chat times during the day this week. Sorry, I didn't put one at night. Wednesday, we are going to have chat time at 1 p.m. Silicone sale will be at 8 p.m. The silicone sale for Wednesday is going to be 15 millimeter white beads, 15 millimeter black beads, and we are going to bring the adhesive for the phone grips. I got in some of these. Silver is one of them. Silver hearts and silver rectangles, or was it black rectangles? Don't ask me what rectangle color it is. And then I have a couple other of the hearts that came in. And so there is a total, if I remember correctly, 4 that came in, and we will have those on Wednesday night. So we'll have the adhesive hooks. We will have the 15 millimeter black and white beads, and then we'll see what else we have. I will also be bringing the loop turners, because we got in the loop turners now. The loop turners, I have both 10.5 and 7-inch, because I've been out of the 7-inch, I think. So we'll have those on Wednesday. Question for you all: does anybody need swivels? Because I got in a whole bunch of swivels, and I can bring those in too on Wednesday. You just need to let me know if you need swivels. I'll ask again tomorrow. And then Thursday, we'll have a tutorial during the day. And then Friday at noon, we're going to have a charm sale where we will have the pumpkin charms and some few other charms. We got I think 6 of the harvesty type charms, and then we have a whole bunch of turtles that are new, and we got the sugar skulls that we found in that one box. Those are some of them that I know we have that are new, and then we'll go back through some of the other ones. So that's, and then Saturday at 10 a.m. Central will be bead sale. All right, I've talked a lot tonight, sorry. But that's the schedule for the week. I hope you guys, I honestly really do like this one. I don't know about the rest of you. It's just a little bit tight on me, and I don't like that. But you can do anywhere from a 14 to a 16. As you can see here, this one's the 16 with the multicolors, and you can do any shapes you want. So that's the fun thing about this, is that you get to pick and make it your own. And as always, remember guys, we just switched over that Facebook page to be a Facebook VIP page. That is a place where you guys can put photos of what you've created so that we as a community can see it. Because on TikTok and YouTube, you can't share messages with pictures and all that kind of stuff. It just doesn't work. So I did do, my Facebook page is CarolJo's VIP instead of the LLC. All it is Carol Jo's VIP. It is in the list if you go to my profile and get to my list of all the links and stuff. It is in there. And you can go over there and you can follow me on Facebook. And then I got to do a video on how you post, because you have to go to the more button and then, is it the mention, Ashley? Are you still here, Ashley? I'm going to go left. Yep, she's still here. So she'll chime in. I think it's the mention. So you go to, there's a little thing that says more with 3 dots. You touch that and then mention comes up and then, yep, okay, I remembered it. And then you go in there and that's where you can post your pictures. It isn't a sell site, just to let you know. It is really truly for us to be able to ask questions that you want. If you have a question out there and our community can answer it. In the comments, and it is meant to show what you're creating. So that is what it's out there for. I will tell you, I have it automated to show twice a day, I think it is, 2 items from my website on it. So the only things that will have a link to a website or anything is my own personal stuff. And that is because that was what the page was intended to begin with. And I do have people that do go out there and look at it. So I do have followers that look at what I create or what I have created. And so it's not just our community that's going to be seeing this. We're going to have people that follow me personally that will see it. My following on that is not big, but hey, if someone out there likes your stuff, it doesn't mean that you can, that I'm going to be like, no, you can't. What it means is that you just need to take it to messaging and you can see about selling to them. It's not for you to promote it. It's just for you to put out there what you've made and what you have. Does that make sense, everybody? Meaning you can put it out there. Just don't say this is for sale. If someone asks you, then you can say yes, and I'll contact you or message me or, whatever. If anybody has one of those, because I never recorded those, but oh my Lord. Yes. That 2 years ago, if you guys, there are some of you that, yes, you've been around for the 2 years. I'm going to laugh because we've learned. Oh yeah. The old, and you know what? Some of my bring back items have some of the old labels on them. And the reason why I'm like, I am not changing that. Oh, the good old days. And I made that with an Excel spreadsheet. So yes, you should do it. It would be fun. My old labels. Yep. Oh, yes. I forgot I used to handwrite them. That was before the Excel spreadsheet. Oh, my Lord. Those, I would be up till 2 a.m. invoicing because I thought I had to invoice right away because everybody wanted it. And then I was like, that was too overwhelming. Then we went to once a week. And now we're trying to do it as much as I can with no set time limit because that makes me feel like not crunched. Oh, my gosh. This is just hilarious. I love it. All right, everybody, I am going to hop off. I'm going to go spend some time with little Miss B before she has to go to bed. I've had a really great day between the chat and this. So I really appreciate y'all. We will see you tomorrow at 2 o'clock for Bring Back Sale. Bye.